Hello everyone, and welcome to Northern Lights. I've been I don't know, I've been looking forward to this one. Basically, as soon as I saw the graphic design of this, I've been like, ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Like this title screen, very me. I love this. I love this a lot. So I'm excited to actually play it. I know that this released a little while ago, and I've been busy, guys. I've been busy. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to play it. So I'm here now. I'm here now, at least. I don't know too much about anything. I've basically only seen the key art and like one or two sprites. But aside from that, I know nothing. I know nothing at all, except for what was previously listed. Who am I? Well, I'm Cody is default. Well, we'll just be Cody then. We'll just be Cody. Everyone's favorite total drama character. There were only two things pleasant about waking up that morning. The warm, refreshing aroma of the bayou. The bayou. Okay. And the knowledge that my friends would be here soon. For our last summer day together. Oh, okay. Well, summer break do be that way sometimes. Sitting on the edge of the bed, I glance over at the nightstand and pick up a small geode. Geode? Geode? A geode. I think that's what that says. I don't know. Resting by the lamp, turning it back and forth, or watching the crystals glimmering in the morning light. The sight of it was always a comfort, filling me with strength whenever I felt weak. I'd gotten up early, taking time to repack my bag, hoping I'd figure out how to fit more stuff in. Okay, sir. It was a losing battle, however, and I was lucky I could still fit everything I'd already packed in. Man, I had this like awful thing happen. I say awful, right? It's not really that awful. But I've had this backpack, right? I've had this like canvas/leather backpack for since 2008 or 9. And just like a couple days ago, I went to zip it and the zipper just came right off. And I'm just sitting there holding like the zipper, and I'm sure I could get it back on somehow. I'm sure I can. But like it feels bad. So it's like, man, I've had this bag since I was like in late middle school, and I've had it for like 15 years. And like, sure, all the buckles are basically everything that isn't the leather and canvas is broken on it in some way. Like even there was a point where uh like, the buckles that like keep the straps together, those are broken. I have to tie those now. Like those are like sewn on or tied. It is what it is. I love that bag. So I'll try to like get the zipper back on. Sorry, him talking about this bag reminded me of this. So, you get to sit down and have story time with Joshu. I'm sure that's what you all are here for. And carefully wrapping the geode in my thickest shirt, I tucked it into my backpack before wandering over to the closet. Fishing around, I made sure that that I accounted for all the reels of film, and that the small projector was packed. Ooh, are we a film boy? Are we watching film? Are we doing some filming? Excitement. As I rummaged through the sorted the box, I almost couldn't believe how many movies my friends and I had created over the years. Okay, so are we a pretentious film student? Are we that kind of person? Oh, music. Here, let me turn that up for you guys. It's kind of nice. Kind of like this. Yeah, kind of a vibe. Suddenly, something tapped against the window. My eyes darted towards the sound, spotting Tobin. Tobin? Tobin. Tobin. Tobin? Tobin. With his casual, confident smile. Quickly, I opened the latch, and the window slid open. What? And they really do just slip right in, don't they? Tobin crawled through and stood up, taking a moment to straighten his shirt before pulling me into a brief hug. Tobin? I don't know. You all will tell me in the comments. I'm sure I believe in you guys. Correct me before I finish recording this entire build. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but you know, we can dream. Tobin was a scrawny fox, and one of my best friends. Puberty hasn't been kind, save for how energetic he is. Okay. He knows English, but like most Krell folk, knows and prefers French. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what voice to give this lad. I'm at a loss. I'm looking at this man's build. I don't know. It's been a while since we've started a new game. Bonjour, Cody. Good morning, Cody. Are we ready to go? Bonjour, Tobin. Guess I am. Just hard since my roots are here and they want to stay. No matter what my pa said. Wasn't long before Liam stuck his snoot through the window, grinning stupidly as he forced his large shape inside. Whoa. That's a lad. This is a strong lad. Really? Okay. He's got a cute tank top, though. The sill? Okay, yes, the sill. The sill creaked and groaned as the wood threatened to give out under the big gator. Duel. The gator swiftly had his arms around me and pulled me into a crushing hug. My head pressed against his chest. His hugs always felt like being a grain? Being grain in a stone mill. Okay. And at least his hide was cool to the touch. A pleasantry in this hot, humid air that was blowing in from the open window. Don't fret. Today's just like any other day, right? Too much. Squeezing. More adventures, right? Liam was squeezing all the air from my lungs in his hug. He held on to me tighter than I'd like to admit. I could tell he wasn't ignoring what would happen at the end of the day, but trying his best to hide it. What? French is hard. French is hard, guys. I never took it. I knew several people that took French. I think Darian took like a semester of French. Guess you can bug him about that. But like, though I don't know. I don't remember that much. So that's, again, I don't know. But I had a lot of friends that took French. I had a friend that was very fluent in French and would always tell people that he was French, and people would stare at him. It was very rude, actually, the way that people like did that. But I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Liam, ain't no adventure if he's flattened before it begins. Liam kept that dumb grin. I'm gonna change Liam's voice like every line until I figure out how to voice him, or how I feel comfortable voicing him. I don't know how long that's gonna take, guys. Liam kept that dumb grin grin of his as he dropped the hug. He took I said Liam, sorry, I meant, I've already forgotten his name. Tobin. Toboggan. It took a good moment for me to catch my breath, but I was soon laughing, even gave a playful punch to Liam's arm. That's a lot of like apostrophe thingies. I never knew how to. Nope. We don't know. I don't know. You all might know. That's fine. Hope you haven't eaten yet. Garth's got a special seafood boil going, by the word of it. Heard it was for our movie premiere. Man, he knows he ain't gonna say it. Wait. He knows he ain't gonna say, okay, they're always special.
Of course he does. Maybe I'll fill up for once.
We all busted a gut when Liam said he might sate his appetite, as the feeling of dread leaving with our laughter, at least for now.
Got all your things packed?
Before I could even answer, he wanders the room and checked that I had nothing left behind that was important to us. Much as I could fit. Motioning over to the 2 stuffed duffel bags and a backpack that was strapped shut with bungee cords. Okay. It would have to do. A firm knock drew all of the warmth in the room away. My eyes fixated on the gilded knob. It slowly twists like my gut before the door was pushed open.
Time's up. Get out.
Okay.
Mind your business, you old ass. You idiots want me to call up the sheriff. Cody ain't welcome here no more.
Liam glared at my father as he moved to stand between us. He glowered at my dad. Okay, glowered. I don't know. Years of pent-up anger growing on his face.
When has he ever been welcome in your house? You ain't ever been a father to him. Just whipping out the belt whenever he fucks up in your eyes.
Guys, you don't have to do this. Tobin proudly stepped up with Liam to defend me from my father.
All you see when you look at Cody is a bunch of accomplishments you claim as your own, and a bunch of defeats you don't want the world to know about. You're a pathetic, power-hungry cockroach of a man.
And that's a line. Okay.
How dare any of y'all talk back to me? Get the hell out of my house.
He ain't worth it, guys. Let's just leave. Tobin grabbed the films, Liam the duffel bags. I grabbed the backpack as we pushed past my father. One last walk through the hallway, down the stairs, passing memories as we walked through the front door. Ma was waiting outside, tearing up as we stepped out. I used to blame her, but as the days grew nearer, I realized she was just as trapped as I was. None of this was truly her fault. I hope that one day she will find the strength to break with the tradition and not be scared. In my heart, I knew all she would have to do was call, and I'd be there for her. I love you, Cody. Please send letters to your what? Titi? What is that? What is that? I don't know. And she pulls me into a hug, and I lower a bit, allowing her to lay a gentle kiss on my cheek. Of course, Ma. Love you too.
Get away from him, and come inside, Fiona. He's not our son anymore.
She stepped away, and Liam started loading my bags into the back of his truck. Tobin, however, didn't seem finished. He knew this was his last chance to say something. The fox stood between me and the door, staring angrily at my father, who watched on.
Not a single piece of my great friend Cody is because of...
not a single piece of my...
is because of how you raised him. Nothing of his achievements, happiness, his time on this earth. None of it belongs to you. It never has. You don't deserve to even be called a father, you shitty excuse for a man of God. Your judgment day will come, and the scales will never be in your favor.
Tobin's, really getting there, isn't he? The rage in my father's eye felt like the fires of hell on my fur. So great it was when those doors slammed, our porch light fell, shattering against the ground. Tobin huffed angrily, turning away from the door, resting a paw on my back to push me away from the house. By the truck, I turned to face the old house, far better memories floating up at the sight of it, thanks to my friends. Even Liam and Tobin stared at the old house, a look of mourning in their eyes. Sure, my pa had never been nice to me, but I used to like the house, all the years we spent hanging in my room and the garden. But a veil has lifted. In my first genuine moment of freedom from parental obligation, I saw the house as a stagnant crypt, and it truly was. We should head out, Cody. Tobin's voice seemed to shake me from my morning, and I felt as though weight was falling off my shoulders. I've been, I've been dreading this moment all summer. This morning all summer. Okay, but with the door locked and the eyes of my father never to see me again, I felt happy.
Heck, Tobin, you told Mr. Laurent? Laurent? Off real good.
Me, look at yourself. You big marshmallow. You never talk back to anyone. Tobin jumped onto Liam's back in a pathetic attempt to try and knock the gator to the ground. The sight of which drew a chuckle out of me, breaking me completely away from what little connection I had left to the house. Watching as they wrestled, I knew they were the ones that truly mattered to me. Anyways, I knew you had a fighting spirit in there somewhere. Come on, let it out again. The gator was laughing harshly, stumbling a little on his feet to balance himself on the struggling fox grappled around his neck.
Knock it off, bruh. I ain't a fighter.
Get him, Tobin. The scrappy little fox did all he could to get the gator succumbed to the strength of fury of this pint-sized rage, but Liam wasn't having it, still laughing loudly as he fought to pry the fox off his back. It's like trying to knock down a mountain. Tobin let go with a loud, exhausted huff, straightening out his shirt once more, smiling at the still undefeated gator.
We got some bit before the boil. What'd you want to do?
Could go to the city park. One last stroll for old time's sake. Onwards. Liam chuckled and climbed into the driver's seat of his truck, cranking down the window. I scrambled in, sitting in the middle, sandwiched between my best friends. We'd quickly gotten used to being squished forward, leaving room for the gator tail and my rudder, having to find room on the bench seat. If Tobin wasn't so short, he might have been pushed right off the edge into the floor. Okay.
To adventure.
Oh, one of those, a trolley? Is that what those are called? I've never lived in a city with those. I've visited cities with those. Actually, my the town bus in the town I live in is like modeled to look like those. Actually, this might just be a bus that's modeled to look like those, now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, those trolley thingies. They're neat. Almost wish I couldn't live near one, because they're just neat. They're like discount trains, and I love trains. Liam's truck jerked to life, and off we went. For the last time driving away from my house, I felt so strange. I had thought I would have been more upset, but as we turned the first corner, heading for the park, all I felt was joy. Joy that I would not waste another day of my life under my father's rule. This was a chance to fully make my own way in the world, and actually be able to commit to my dreams rather than those of my father. City Park was our first movie, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what was that called again?
Terror of the Mirror Bridge. I recited the title in my most menacing tone, hunching slightly to give my appearance a creepy factor.
Foolish mortals, do you dare wake him?
Tobin and Liam laughed softly. The fox playfully pushes against me, trying to jar me out of my Oscar-worthy performance.
Bruh, that one was so weird. I like to think we'd made better films since then.
I don't think anything was better than watching you stumble around, wrapped in a bunch of foil. I can still hear that ear-bleeding crunchy sound. It was a pleasant memory, one that was fun to snicker at. Just the thought of a small gator wrapped head to claw in a bunch of foil waddling around a public park so as to not shred the costume was weirdly enough to rile laughs. Liam had looked like a walking TV dinner, or rather than the demon our first film featured. That was our first go at it though, and we'd gotten way better at it, but we kept to horror, naturally. Taking a deep breath, I bellowed to the heavens, unleashing as mighty of a roar as an otter could possibly muster. We are an otter? Okay. I am the Muir monster. Puny mortals, you have unleashed my reflective wrath. The outburst caused Liam to laugh so hard that the truck jerked harshly as he accidentally pressed down on the clutch, while Tobin chittered with delight. The clutch? You have a manual vehicle? Liam. Come on. This was probably what it was back then. I assume this is a period piece. I don't know why I assume that. I think it's because it had a year on like the postcard title screen, and that's fucking like ET shirt. So I assume this is the 80s. It might not be. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. And chittered with delight. Nope, still weird. No matter how you spin it. Besides, I said it better. What can I say? You've got a knack for it, Liam. I'm better off screen of finding the best way to showcase you both. I like you better as the hero, Liam. The comment caused the gator to swell with pride, glancing over at the fox. You're just saying that to be nice. Nah, he's right. Truly, you shine in that role. Easy to see how much more you enjoy it. The large gator snorted, looking away, embarrassed by the sudden shower of compliments. Cody is the best victim, though. No question about that. Hey! Yeah, he's got the best scream, and faints so cutely. Well, hush up. I couldn't help but laugh. The pair ganging up like that was always a treat in my eyes. We made it to the city park, a little after 11. The park was already a flurry of activity. Locals and tourists flocked here to enjoy the scenery. Large trees offered their shade, and a crisp wind blew through the park, a perfect day to relax with friends. The park had its charm, and I couldn't deny that it was an eye-catching location for our films. But once we started to really explore the city, we found places even more locals didn't know about. Forgotten hideaways where time stood still. Each imbued with an ethereal atmosphere, breathed unique life into our films. We wandered along one of the willow-lined paths until we came to what had been the starring, yes, a set piece of our first film. Without hesitation, I jumped onto the stone railing, not paying much attention to the tourists around. Beware, foolish mortals, for I am free, and will feast upon your souls. Gaze into your own reflection, and be lost forevermore. Fox, look upon me, and I will reflect your worstest fear. Worstest? Okay. The sudden lunge into the our first film, caught my friends off guard. What fears would that be? Running out of honey? Tobin was quick to take on his character, moving behind Liam in a staged act of cowardice. Oh no! My soul! Please don't!
Hey, being short on nectar is no joke. Uh,
Wait. Beignets? Was that how this is spelled? Beignets? Beignets? I think that's that word. I don't know.
it just ain't right without honey.
Liam swiftly snapped into character, taking on the heroic role that I once filled.
Stand back, bruh. For only I know how to defeat the mirror monster.
Liam extended an open hand to the air, pretending to hold a mirror in it, while Tobin stayed hidden behind the gator.
Gaze upon your own, foul demon.
No, my one and only weakness, the infinite reflection. Twirling on the railing, I coughed and wheezed, acting up a storm in my death scene. Looking back at it, though, Liam really had done a better job of it in the movie. For my grand finale, I flopped on my back. Sorry, not on my ground. Splayed out on the stone, halfway over the water. Yeah, I'm dead. Truly Oscar worthy. Try as I might to play dead, Liam and Tobin laugh. Laughter caused me to break character. My own laughter joined theirs as I opened my eyes to the vibrant sky reflected in the creek. They soon joined me on the bridge. That script was real terrible.
Well, yeah. What kind of doofus thinks a mirror can defeat an evil mirror?
Liam spoke in a way that meant he was egging me on. He gave me a sly look, grinning. Hey now, what would you come up with that's so much better? A rock to throw at the mirror? You know? Tobin soon mimicked Liam's grin before they spoke in unison.
A rock?
Oh, okay. There we go. Is what it is. I began to cough and wheezed once more under a unified attack, laying so far off the railing I was hanging upside down, my thick tail, yes, keeping me from falling into the creek. All right, I'll end the part here, everyone, so I'll see you around.